Shock. It's why you watch comedy. No one pays to see a stand-up act to hear why the chicken crossed the road. Part of what makes comedy so entertaining is that you're not always sure if it's okay to laugh at what the person on stage just said. Men have been walking a fine line between bigot, racist, sexual sadist, and likable guy for decades, but what's new to the comedy world is women using the same crude spin for themselves.
I think guys can get away with a lot more comedy than females can sometimes.
So, sometimes I talk about, well, I have a thing that I talk to the audience about. Sometimes I talk about masturbating, specifically women doing that. I hope that's okay. I've done it in some clubs and they start booing me, and then I feel like I'm going to turn around and someone's going to be inventing the wheel behind me. I'm like, how long do women have to live on Earth before they can talk about the same things dudes talk about? Because I did this show and the guys were like, my dick, my balls, and just like, and everyone was like, woo! And then I said, like, masturbate very nicely. And they were like, everyone was freaking out.
I don't find a lot of women funny. I think some women try too hard to be funny, and that's never funny.
I got some pretty bad news the other day from my gynecologist, who told me that I got herpes from my vibrator. That is the last time I buy anything on eBay.
I think every joke has to have a little bit of tact. I think there is a line that you can cross and become too tasteless.
I walked into Jimmy's office and Adam was on his knees with Jimmy's in his mouth. And I said, oh my God, you're gay. You know, I can't believe you guys are gay. And then they explained to me that Adam wasn't his, he was cleaning it.
I think Sarah Silverman ruined women in comedy, and then I think Lisa Lampanelli kind of brought it back to what a raunchy broad used to be, like old school, Joan Rivers,
How many Hispanics does it take to clean a bathroom? None. That's a nigger's job. Kind of a black joke, too.
The great Johnny Carson once said, "The ones that try are a little too aggressive for my taste. I'll take it from a guy, but from a woman, sometimes it just doesn't fit too well."
Fuck Johnny Carson. Fuck him and his goddamn Tonight Show, dead asshole.
He's not alone in his views. Many men still look at women and what they say differently than when a man has said it.
What I think is my strongest point, namely, that women don't need to be funny. But for most men, if they can't make women laugh, they are out of the evolutionary contest. They are never going to get laid. Most men are fantastically unattractive. What women see in them is mysterious to most men as well as most women. If you can't make them laugh, you don't have a chance. With women, there's no need to be rendering yourself attractive to men in that way. We already find you attractive, thanks.
Jerry Lewis once said, "A woman doing comedy doesn't offend me, but sets me back a bit. I think of her as a producing machine that brings babies into the world."
You know what? Fuck you, Jerry Lewis. You kids with muscular dystrophy, they ain't getting shit from me. Muscular dystrophy, is that even a disease? Whatever.